Good day, welcome to Martinez. In the continuation of our remodeling house that we are working on. In the last episode, we were able to create the window, the openings, and bring them together in a proper way. Then change the revenue size and put some annotations so that people that want to see, they'll be able to concentrate and focus on it. So most of these I've not done. Let me just put like this one that I need to work on, like this one now. So I need to have the access to the bathroom. This one I would like to put it here. Then we do the same thing as well. So I think some of these are this is the visitor toilet, yes, at that level. So I have the same thing here, and I have to maintain the same aspect here as well. So that's the leading to most of the parts that necessary. So on the ground floor, level 1, I think this one settles. I don't think we have any other things to focus on attention on than what we have already gotten. So you wonder this one did not have system. The reason is that the toilet is opening to this. So you come here, you do whatever you want to do. It's not that it's enclosed, it's not in suit. So that's why. So just like a creative design. Now let's focus on the stair hall. We have two stair hall on the ground floor. So at the upper floor, at the first floor, the space maintained. Understand? But when it comes to the third floor, second floor, one disappears. So that is the technical part of this. You know, staircase is a mechanical part of building. So it requires the float and everything. So how do people flow effectively is what you need to consider. So my consideration is that how will I'm going to do this one? It shows that this is going to be the main landing. So this side is going to be the main landing. So why the other aspect is going to be just for this side. So I'm going to work on that and get it done. So my focus is that the arrival at the last floor, that is my major target. The first floor, nobody using that one. The second floor, the ground floor, nobody is using that one. It's only the first floor that I have what familiarity with it, and the door, since the landing is of this is at this level, for the level 3 is at this slide. This is the main landing. Then the landing here is supposed to be here. So we start our focus based on the ground floor. So let's go. So I'm going to remove this one for now. I don't need it anymore. So I'm going to remove this particular one too, because I've never told me when it's going to stop and land. So I will start my journey by creating a stair hall. So from the staircase, I'm going to say sketch for me. So in the sketches, I will use boundary to do the whole thing. Remember what I said. So my focus is that this space should be let me say I will go back to level 2. So but everything I'm doing is going to reflect on level 1. So this is our saving grace. So I'm going to say my boundary is going to be here. Okay, so let us create that as beginner. So the riser, first we need to divide them into 2. We focus. So zoom in to build up upon that. So what I do is I will offset first. I need to offset like 50 without copy. Okay, so here 50 without copy. Then I will change this one to 100 without with copy. Okay, so that settles. So the next I need to work with is riser. So I'm going to work on the riser here, the initial riser. So I'm going to put one riser here as well. I will delete this one now. Delete this. So let one riser be here. So sorry, I'm talking of riser. So that will be the starting point. So the starting point that they start their journey all the way from here and climb to the top. So I'm going to say 300. Let's use 300 as a foot measure. So continue like that. So we don't even know how many we are creating, but it does not matter. So as much as we are able to create what is going to be useful. So riser will continue by offset with 300. So I think this one I'm okay. So the next I do is that I will mirror this, so just to make it faster. I'm going to mirror this one, so zoom to fit. So mirror this one, okay, so zoom out. So I'm going to mirror, I've mirrored that one now, so I think I'm getting what I need to get. So I will like the boundary I need to use to close this one, then I will trim, then trim again. So what do I need now is to expand this landing part to the back, so let it be here. So I need to check the measurement. This is 1.3. So what is the total measurement of this the width of the stair, which is okay. I think it's minimally okay. So let us get these aspects as well. So let's say from here to here 1.6, I think is okay. So what I now need to do is to draw the parts in which I want this to flow. So the part is set to, okay, then I draw the very close. So I have 23 stair being created. So what does it mean? That I have 22 guides are created, 5 which is more than normal, but that's not an issue. What I'm after is that the things to form. So click finish. So not yes over. The sketch is perfect, good. So click finish here. Let's see whether it will form. So what it says is that it said form, but we are seeing some parts we are not seeing. So we are going to see the whole detail in level 1. So let's go to level 1. So everything is in level 1. So level 1 means that it starts rising all the way from here. So it's got to the level. Now we are going to have problem. The problem is that if somebody want to enter, they enter through this side. So how is it going to be that they are going to escape, that their head is not going to be touching the whole how do I call it now? So we are going to do some adjustments to this, so you get, so that I will be able to come in a different form, in a way that is going to speak better, because since the ground floor is not a focus, so it should be able to accommodate some certain things. Then we move to the upper floor, then rectify whatever we want to rectify. But before then, let us see using the section to cut it through. So when we say we cut through the section, you understand what I'm talking about. So now say go to elevation section. You see now, so the C is it. Now let's change it to monolithic to see what we have. So you see the monolithic now, you see what I'm talking about. Now door is going to be here, door to enter into this stair hall. So we're going to put door here. I'm going to put this one, return it here. Then let's say opening, keep and say door. So at the door level you get a door and you put a door here. So let's take that door from the aspect of the section. So what will be happening to the door? You see, if somebody cannot be dodging and be bending for, and meanwhile this one is a little bit taller than what we are expecting. So what do we need to do? First is that we need to reduce this number. So how many do we have? We say we have 22, which is more than -5, which we have above 5. So what we need to do is to remove 4. Let's edit that by saying edit the staircase, then go to level 1, double click to edit, then you remove 2 risers from each side. Remove riser from each side, trim everything, or trim them or extend them, anyone that is suitable. So you do this. So I think 18, so -1. When we click finish, let's go back to the section. So I think with the section now is done. Now the problem now is that this thing is now coming down than it's supposed to. So we have problem, and the problem is that it's not working the way it's supposed to be. So what do we need to do? Either we create one more, or we release this one. But before then we continue to work on the ground floor, I want to copy this one because I don't want to create another one. I just want to copy this one particular tier to the normal, to the next level. So you say copy, because I've already gotten what I need to get here. Just say copy, then the first to do is that you mirror. First of all, mirror this. No, don't mirror this, because this one's supposed to take the same pattern, because of the problem is going to be facing the same thing. So let's say this one, just say copy to clipboard, then you say paste, align to selected level, so align to level 2, and let me move to level 2. So that's aspect is set to on that part. So this one is what we need to work on now, so that we'll be able to have the whole thing in order. So let's say edit the staircase, we still maintain it, because now we need to make sure that this landing give access to this door, this door height. So that's what we want to work on. So now let's say go to level 1, then you double click to edit. So what do? We need to work on something strange. And what is the strange thing to work on here is that we start our journey all the way from here, from inside here. Understand? So we start our journey all the way from inside here, then go here. So how do we do that? Let's move from. So we say boundary. The boundary is going to come here now. Understand? So close the boundary. Then close the boundary. So you get. So what you do again, bring another boundary. You close the boundary here as well. So let's zoom. I think there's a mistake here. Okay. Okay, so let me do the boundary back. So I will say zoom in. So let's say the boundary, you close this boundary here. Okay, but it's not over. So what will you do? Select this one. Then how do we now do? What do we put together that the whole thing will come to normal? So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to say move. I will move it. So I'm going to move this one all the way to this edge. So let me check whether it's gives space for landing there. Good. I think it gives space, but not the way I want it. So I'm going to move just a bit. So I move it. Okay. So what will I do now is that now I'm going to trim this one. So as I've trimmed this one now, my issue is going to be here. So I will offset this to be joined together and stay perfect. So what will happen is that this guy is going to be broken into two. It's just a technical issue, and you need to understand that aspect very well whenever you are creating stair. So you need to get it right. So this one is, now we need to trim this together with this. So now we have our parts to still draw. So you draw the parts, then you connect the parts together with this. Connect the parts together. Only one is going to leave, and this is the one. So you are going to break this one, cut it here, then cut it here. So what you do, you remove this part. So what you do, you click finish, and you see the staircase is somehow forming. So you say finish. So now the stair is going to run from, maybe it's coming from this side and run through this other side. So let's go to section and see the way the whole staircase runs. So go there and see. You can imagine. So this is how it forms. You start journey from here and you end it here, which is wrong. So what we do is that we go back to, and you click enter. So that should change the pattern of which the staircase work. So what do we do wrong? what we did wrong was that we started the journey all the way inside. Look at it. Started the journey all the way inside, we moved here, but when we got there, we have a lot more than what's supposed to be taken, and that is where the problem lies. So what we need to do now is to remove them entirely, to be able to adjust and fix into the space. Now you remember there's no slab here, so everything is going to just be on the, so I will say edit in place, edit the stuff. So I need to remove how many? You need to remove 5, isn't it? So we work on that now. Say edit. So edit again. So we take one from here. We take another one from here. So let me check what is saying concerning that. We take one from there and take one from here. Then we take another one. Remember, that is the issue with us. So we focus on the one that will be able to affect us. So this one is going to be taken up again. So what we do is that we trim this. Then we trim this. So we click finish. Then click finish again. Then go to the section, click save. Go to the section and see what is up. So this is the section. The section, let's say you come here and you land here. So this has already gone above where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to at least a little bit come down, but this is not realistic to what we want to create. Now there's going to be head collision here, which is not good. So what we do is that we are still going to edit this one. So edit it in this wall. To edit. So edit again. Double click and say open from the ground floor. So what do? We need to adjust based on what we need to adjust it on. So I think I have issue with something, so let me click that and see. So zoom to fix 2. Okay, edit. So at this level, what I just need to do is to offset by 2, offset 2, then remove 1, then remove 1 here. So join together that way. Then click finish. So what is the issue? So continuation, extend. So click finish. Go to the section and click finish. You see it comes down now. So you need to check whether truly those things are going to work for you by using temporary measurement. So from here to here we have 1/8, which is not going to be sensible for. So from here to here we have what? 2/1, which is normal height. So from here to here we have another one. From here to here we have another one. So these are not consistent enough. So what do we do that's going to make it more reasonable for our use? So what we do is that when we climb from here, we go all the way from here, we stand here, then this one is going to be something serious. The reason is that there is door that faces this place, so it cannot go beyond this place. So we just need to manage our design based on the fact that this continue, only this one is not continue. This one landed here, and but this one is going to continue to feature in the way that is going to be an issue. So what my instinct tells me is that we just need to edit for the last part. So you get, we're going to edit, introduce 1, then we reduce the size to meet up the lower level. So let's say edit double click, edit level 1. So what will I do is that I will adjust this one or introduce another one, which is a little bit of riser or offset 300. Okay, so click finish. So when you click finish now, say click finish again, then go back to this section. Then you need to reduce this height. So what do we do? So what we go here is that you say edit. So you select this one and we say edit. So our edit is going to work. So desire riser is what we are going to work on. So desire riser is going to be 16. Say okay, let's see what will happen. So it's too much. So we're going to say desire riser has to be 19. So that should bring that one down. Can you see? If desire riser is 19, you can increase desire riser to 20. Good. So we need to add 2 to this one, so we can edit that properly and everything will fit in with the position that we want it to be. So let's say edit. Where's the edit? So select this one, level 1. So our focus is going to be only on this one. So we need to offset this and then add like 2. If we add 2, if it does not work, then we add more. So click finish and continue. So click finish now. Click the finish. So go back to the section. You still maintain that, and it has already reached where we want it to reach. So that's just the technical issue about it. So when you check this, now you are going to see that it worked well. So there's enough space, 21, which is good, because that's what we do. So whatever you have here now is going to be the same thing with what you need to place your idea on. So let's check it from here. So it's okay. So people will successfully pass through and then do whatever you want to do under that normal circumstance. So you can now do this slab or mirror this one, or take this one, you mirror it here, then you bring this one back. So it's just that this one is going to be useful at this level. So they are not going to be the same thing. So I'm going to say mirror this one. I just want to use that abracadabra. I don't want to start the design, mirror this. Then from here you just say cut, then you paste it on level 1. Can you see? So you place it on level 1. So this is done. So you click here and you remove what you need to remove from the existing part. So zoom out as 2, zoom out 2. So you take out your side of story. I do the same thing here because I want the whole space to be open. So that's the way I design it, and that's the way it was, because most of those places are balcony. So we are just going to take those areas that are not needed away. So let me say zoom in. So all those zoom out difficulties because of the mouses. Okay, I think we can I think we are good to go. This is just the aspect of which we need, and this is it. It's really finished. When you click finish now, it's done. So let's go to level 3. Y1 continue. So this one we're going to edit. So you understand, it's only this one that have issue. So we edit that. Still maintain what we need to maintain. So align, then align, and then you click finish. So you get. So we can now look at it from 3D and check around. So you see what we have created. So now let me quickly do something so that I'll be able to fill out the. So you say scroll box. So the scroll box now is on. And drag this thing to the middle. Where you are going to be able to see the staircase clearly. This is okay. So this is it. This is what we create. It's the mouse that is giving issues, so sorry for that. So this is how far. So the staircase from the ground floor, this is the other side. Start from here. So you get. So the stairs start from here, they climb all the way from here, then climb here. So you see that there's going to be a lot of disparity aspect on that one. So when we get there, this is the place that one is going to land. So this part of need to be connected to this one. So what we're going to work, and we're still going to work on it. This one is going to move all the way from here. So you get, they move from inside, come here, and they land here. When they land here, this one will come here. When they land here, up, can you see? So when they land here, this is going to shift a little bit inside to meet up here. I mean, to meet up the one inside, because that's the way the whole thing is coming from. So after this one is done, then you move all the way from there. So let's quickly do that and see what will happen. So go to level 2. From the level 2, I mean level 1, where you create that, this is what we are going to have. So this is from here, you move up the way from here, then you land here. So how do you do that? You come here by drawing this. So you get. So what you need now is to trim. So when you trim, when you land here, the moving. So click finish, CD back in the 3D. So it's a work that you need to put all your energy in. So when they land here, they start climbing. When they climb, they start here. So now this one is going to have issue. The reason is that this one is supposed to start whenever they land here. They're supposed to start their journey all the way from this side, understand, and coming up. But where is start jumping from up? So we are going to change that formation. So we go to level 2, then we change it from here. Because when they land here, they climb. So they climb all the way. Let me say level 3. Yes. So from the level 3, when they land here, you're supposed to climb all the way from here, go up. So I'm going to change the arrow. So look at it from 3D again. Now you see that the arrow will change. So it starts journey all the way from when they land here. The journey starts from here. So edit, then go to level 2 and do the editing there. So here, this is the level 2. Okay, this is the level 2 that started all the way from that's the level 2. So everything now is systematically stay in order. So you get, so when you climb here, you jump here, you stand here. So your journey starts again all the way from here. So you have to shift this one to meet up with people here. That's just it. So you click finish now, and the whole idea is that your journey starts from here. You click from here now, you start climbing again, then you come to the top. So that's just the whole idea of this staircase. May look a little bit confused. I myself am a little bit confused until I get it right now. So you get what we did here. So when you look at it from here now, you see the whole idea is joined together, and so it's a difficult design for me too, but actually I ended up getting what I need to get. So climb all the way from inside, you understand, climb all the way from inside. Let's on the shadow where you'll be able to feel some lighting effect. So when you climb all the way from inside, you climb from here and you go. So you can imagine the way it looks now. So say zoom to bit, then zoom to region. So you see, when you climb inside, you come outside like this, you go back here, you stand like this, then you journey up, then you journey and you meet up with this. Simple as that. So that's just what we want to teach here, and we see you in the next tutorial where we are going to work on the remaining aspects one after the other. So God bless you.